Updates in Windows 10 can be a bit more painful than the previous versions. On top of the usual minor security patches and bug fix updates, we have these major version in-place upgrades that may start unplanned and in some cases aren't even wanted. What we in IT now know about Windows 10 is that patches, minor updates, and major version upgrades are all delivered through the Windows update process, and depending on what's being applied, it can take anywhere from 1 minute or 1 or more hours. And not only that, what's happening under the hood also varies drastically, especially as AppX packages are being used more frequently and causing major usability issues. When it comes to managing Windows 10, you'll need a solid update management strategy that fits your company's requirements. Now, I can't say exactly what that looks like, but I can share what we've learned so far. My first point is regarding sysprep, and this is the big one. As I mentioned, more parts of the operating system are becoming AppX packages, and we find these to be a little fickle. If some of these AppX apps update before you capture your image, the apps may break as a result of running sysprep. The best way to avoid these post-deployment problems like a blank or broken start menu tile or even missing tiles altogether is to boot the VM directly into audit mode. This usually prevents them from updating. But if they still update, we do have a registry key in the description that you can apply before you connect your VM to your network, which will also prevent them from updating, and it will save you this massive headache. The next point is communication. It's your responsibility to communicate to your users how long these updates are going to take. Most users expect their machine to update for a couple minutes, at most 5. No one is expecting their machine to be completely unusable for up to an hour. So, to avoid angry end users, over-communicate clearly and early. Number 3, don't rule out update management. If you've come this far and you want more control, you'll likely want to utilize Group Policy and Windows Server Update Services, or WSUS, to gain the control and flexibility to manage Windows updates the way they need to be. You can delay updates for up to 365 days, by the way, so keep that in mind. Number 4, have a plan. Microsoft has an Upgrade Readiness Tool that you can use to look at your systems, and it will tell you which systems can be upgraded without issue and which ones you may want to take another look at. Number 5, include failure in your plan. Assume that some upgrades aren't going to go smoothly and users will need help. Doing small batches of upgrades at a time will minimize the number of irritated people needing your help all at the same time and maximize the chance of your sanity remaining intact. And finally, don't do an in-place upgrade on your golden reference VM if you're using an imaging solution. We've discovered some interesting quirks as a result of the changes to how AppX provisioning is handled, and our most difficult problems came as a result of the combination of sysprep and a reference VM that had an in-place upgrade. Build a new VM if you want to image with the latest major version of Windows. It may sound tedious, but it will be better than banging your head against the wall troubleshooting other problems just like that. The net of it is that Windows 10 has changed drastically over the previous versions of Windows. It's your responsibility to understand what each update contains, how compatible the update is with your LOB applications, and the best timeline and method for pushing those out. Here at Smart Deploy, our strategy involves IT reviewing, testing, and approving minor version updates, then pushing them out through WSUS. For major version upgrades like Creators Updates, we do not perform in-place upgrades on end-user devices. From our experience, they can be messy and unpredictable. Until Microsoft perfects this process, we treat these Creators Updates just as we would a Windows migration project. Re-image the machines through a scheduled zero-touch push deployment, typically during lunch so that we don't interrupt anyone, and we utilize our user data migration feature to get our users back up and productive in a matter of minutes. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And that's it. I probably talked for way too long, but what can I say? I'm paid by the word. I hope this helps you form a successful update strategy. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.